So I just recorded about 5 minutes of this video, then realised that the fucking screen had turned itself off record. So let's give it another try. Um, Happy Mondays. And what I wanted to talk to you about today is it came up when I was looking at my diary this morning and planning it out. I'm just clicking a pen, by the way, if that's what you wondered what that noise was. What might happen and how you find yourself not pulling the trigger just because obviously you're thinking, oh well, this might affect it, or this might not work, or oh, I might not stick to it, or someone else might say this, or someone might put me down or make me feel bad or something like that, because you're going against the masses when you're working out each day. I think there's 60 million or whatever people in this world, sorry, in this country, and I reckon about 10% are only even doing the government recommended 20 minutes a day, 4 times a week, which is, you know, if you think that's 1 hour we do every day, you can obviously see how much of a freak you are in the normal kind of UK population, really. When you're worrying what might happen, you kind of just trying to predict the lottery numbers. You know, you are obviously going to have the odds stacked against you, and it is a rough road to get to, obviously, the figure that you want to get to. Hence why people find doing it on their own so hard, and why so many people rebound. You know, it's why things like Herbalife, Juice Plus, ketone sell so well, because they're giving you a little quick way to obviously change it without actually having to change, you know, all the sweat and all the lunges, all the muscular pains. You do eventually obviously learn to enjoy those, but if you're obviously fighting against what everyone else might be telling you, let's say for example, certain situation like, I don't know, you speak to all your mum friends, and you say, oh yeah, I'm taking the kids to boot camp. They might be thinking, you know, they might be saying, you might feel selfish saying it because obviously none of your friends do it, so they're almost you're the odd one out, and you're the different one, because obviously you're taking time away from doing the housework and everything else, and obviously that's so far out of their comfort zone that they're, you know, in, which is obviously what you're trying to get out of if you're obviously, you know, having to take more time to do your workouts. That it almost makes you feel bad sometimes. You know, Facebook's fucking notorious for people having an opinion on absolutely everything that's got nothing to do with them. How many people do you know that are on your Facebook that go, oh, about the politics, about the Rugby World Cup, about refugees, and about benefits and NHS, and they're just obviously using it to vent. And the more time people spend on social media, obviously the harder this becomes. I'm actually a terrible person for doing this. I wake up and sometimes just go on Facebook straight away, and I almost can feel myself looking for something to spark me off. When you're going against the masses, as I said, it's a very hard road, and I really do want to get that across to you today, because obviously I'm really pleased that you're not doing this journey with me, but just doing it in general. You know, you're taking active steps to improve something in your life that you might not be happy with, which is admirable, and I do applaud you for that. Any of the things that come with it, you know, taking the time away from the kids, from your responsibilities, spending money that might be a bit tight for you at the moment, all that sort of stuff is obviously, it's hard to convince yourself of a lot of the time, but that's why you have to obviously try and stay in the present moment, because if it makes you feel good and you're doing it for yourself, and it will have trickle effects again across the board, you know, you need to keep doing it. I pay for a massage each week. You know, I'm not entirely happy about spending that X amount of money for that every week, and when obviously money's tight, that's the first thing I think about getting rid of. But it makes me more productive in my business, it makes me give a better service to my clients, it makes me happier when I do sessions, and obviously that gives my customers a better day as well, so that's really important for me. So if you feel that, you know, it improves your relationship with your kids, it makes you feel more confident about yourself, you need to keep doing these things, because obviously no one else is going to do them. I don't know what's going to happen in the next 5 seconds. You know, right now I'm talking into a camera, but I can't predict the future, so obviously I'm just wasting my time and stressing myself out if I'm saying, oh, this might happen and I might not be able to stick to this, and if I go down this way, because at the end of the day, if you're just focusing on the future, you're not going to do shit in the present, and that's where you need to be making the changes. You know, all you've got is this moment, so don't let it just stop you from pulling the trigger. Playing out these scenarios, you know, and thinking about all these other opinions that people might have, they're not going to do anything about it. You know, they're not going to change anything, so fuck them. Like, really, you don't these opinions don't affect you. I know it's hard to say and easy to say, but at one, you'll get to a stage where you just have to think, fuck all those lot, fuck everything else that externally, this is for me, you know. And that's what I want you to take away from this, because obviously it's your present, it's your life, and you have got other considerations, obviously, but I'm really, really excited about the journey you're taking, and plan your week around, you know, getting to what you want to get out of life as well, because you only get one go, and in practice. And I have to keep reminding myself and my close friends about that as well. So the challenge for the day is obviously find out where you are letting things stop you, whether you're letting the maybes stop you, because nothing's a definite. You know, where are you letting the maybes just stop you from getting what you want, and just to keep pushing through, really. Get present on what you want to do right now. It's all you got. It's all I've got. It's all anyone's got, the right now. So show the people that are close to you love. Ignore stupid shit that you know sets you off, and have a good week. Speak to you soon. Hopefully these are helping. Glenn at gfitpt.com if you've got any comments, questions, observations, anything you want me to talk about, because I want to help, and it helps me as well. This, you know, this is therapeutic for me as well to talk about this. So